video and then you're going to act on it, right? Because you've saved it and then you will remember it because that video already has a place in your head only because you found it relatable, right? So, what am I trying to say? Call to actions are important because people don't just buy because they saw a post. People buy because something pushed them to act. And that push is what we are here to master because that push is a very strong call to action, right? And in this class, I'm going to be talking about everything call to action. Hi, good evening, everyone. Did this class just start? Hey, whoa. Good evening. Anyway, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining. Right. Wherever you're joining from, good evening. I hope you're in a place where you can learn, where there's less distraction, and where you're able to digest every single thing that I'm here to share with you. What CTAs are and why emails still matter, right? So in the world today, we currently have at least 4.8 billion users who always open their emails. And this was what I even found this evening when I was doing my research before I started this class. So it means that there are billions of people. When I mean billion, like the billion is big. There are billions of people who are constantly their opening their emails. And so email marketing is something that every single person should position themselves or their business to take advantage of or to leverage, right? So I hope wherever you are, you're ready to learn. And I hope you've been eating good this past few weeks. Right. So I was saying earlier that people don't just buy because they saw a post. People buy because something pushed them to act, right? And that push is what we are here to master. Content that converts is a content that causes you to act. Is either you're remembering, or a content is making you to change something. Those are the type of content that converts. And when I mean converts, I'm not just talking about sales. I'm talking about saves. I'm talking about likes. I'm talking about engagement. Have you ever gone on social media or even on the internet and then you see certain things and the people are like, oh my God, I can relate to this. Oh my God, this was me. This was me last week. Oh my God, this. Oh my God, that. It's because that content, right? You've positioned yourself in a way that your audience or the people that content is meant for has received your message. And so they will remember it because it is practical, it's part of their lives, right? And then it causes them to change or to act on something, right? So, what is a call to action? I've said this before in a previous class, but I'm just going to go it again so everyone is clear and we know what a call to action is, right? So, a call to action is a direct prompt that tells your audience what to do next. As simple as that. I think call to actions are really simple, but the challenge is some people just always think it has a very, some people don't just know how to go about it because like I said, the best sales is sales that people don't even know that. Like the best sales are sales that people don't even know that you told them to buy, but then they buy. So guys, let me just give you a quick gist here. I was saying it in my office just yesterday about how I don't know if you guys use Twitter, but this week Tunde Onokoya, the chess master here in Nigeria, in fact in the entire world actually, because he has broken a Guinness Book of Record. He came online and he sold a chess board for $600. $600 is approximately 1 million naira. Guys, he sold a chess box for 1 million naira in this economy that you and I are in, right? It was a limited edition, but people rushed it. Guys, people rushed it. I began to think to myself that Like, what is the strategy behind this? Because there are people who are selling product of 50K, 10K, 5K. They are finding customers. But there's someone who just shows up on the internet, right? And sells a chessboard for 1 million naira. Now, what I found out is Tunde, I mean, aside from the fact that Tunde, he's someone who has done the work. And when I mean done the work, he has showed up consistently for about how many years, and he has built a reputable brand. He has literally done the work. When you see that post, you also see that there was a clear call to action to that post. It was really clear. It was like, it was like very clear, like, oh, I have this chessboard for limited edition. If you like to have one, please just send me a DM. Very, very simple. It wasn't going mago. It wasn't like, oh, I have this chessboard lying down on my shelf. I don't know what to do. Like, his message is clear. Oh, I have this premium chessboard that is going on that I created, and he even said he's going to deliver it himself. So every person who buys the chessboard is going to deliver it himself, right? So first of all, aside from the fact that there is a psychology to that sales, I want you to see that if you check that tweet has a clear call to action. That's my point, right? But the other side of it is that it made me realize how, guys, there is money. Like, people are money, and there is money in this country. Like, there is money in this economy. There is money. Like, don't ever have a scarcity mindset. Don't ever think that your dreams or whatever it is that you want to earn or things that you want to do with your life, don't ever think it's impossible. Because trust me, when you start thinking it is impossible, believe me, it is impossible. If someone can come on internet and sell a chessboard for less than a day, guys, less than a day. Now, trust me, the other side of it was, of course, the chessboard is, in fact, it's giving premium. It was, that this wasn't it was properly, there's key attention to detail. Everything that, the chess was how it was created, the type of feel the box came in, everything. And the icing on the cake? The icing on the cake was that he said, if you buy the box, right, Tunde is going to deliver it himself. Now, who does not want to see Tunde? If you're a fan of Tunde, who doesn't want to see Tunde? What I'm trying to say is that when you understand your audience, when you understand what you're delivering to people, guys, you can make money out of them. That's what I'm just trying to say. And I'm also trying to say that that copy was very clear. And that's what it means to have a very clear call to action. Now let's go back to class. A call to action is direct. It's a direct prompt. You're not, it's clear. It's so clear that even a primary school student can read it and be like, oh, this is what this person wants us to do. So a call to action is a direct prompt that tells your audience what to do next, right? So the characteristics of a good CTA: first, it is clear. Second, it is compelling, right? So, example of that tweet. In fact, I should have just pasted it here so you guys see, or you guys can go on Twitter and just check. Just go and check that tweet. It's not like I'm lying. This thing happened real life in this same country that you and I are. Just about 2 days ago or 3 days ago, I can't even remember. But someone came on the internet, right, with a very clear CTA, a very clear message, and sold and made how much? Made about 60 million. And then there's you. There's you who is struggling to sell something of 5K, of 10K, right? So, great call to actions are clear, they're compelling. Now, using Tunde as an example, using Tunde's tweet as an example, he said, I mean, the compelling thing for me was the fact that he said he's going to deliver the packages himself. So much so that even people from Abuja, people who were not based in Lagos, they were like, oh, I like to have one, but I'm like, I'm not. And then he's like, don't worry. Okay, when I come to Abuja, I'll get the package to you. He understands his audience, like he understands what compelling would look like. And so he added that, okay, you know what? If I put that, I'm going to deliver this thing by myself. I mean, who wouldn't want to? I mean, the guy is a celebrity, literally. Who wouldn't want to, who wouldn't want me to deliver that package for them? That is already a personalized experience. He sold an experience with a product. Guys, compelling, 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 compelling. And then the third one is benefit driven. Every single person is selfish. I always say is you are selfish. If you're not selfish, you won't be in this class. If you're not here to get something, you won't be in this class. Every single person is selfish. We are all selfish. Every content you interact with, every person you interact with, right? Every person you interact with is because you're getting value from them. That's why you're interacting with them. And then value will differ. You're the person who defines what value means to you. So, for example, someone in a relationship that likes getting money from their partner, that can be value to them. But for another person, as long as they have a partner who listens, that is a value. Do you understand? So, you need to ensure that your call to action is benefit driven, so much so that the person who is reading what you're writing gets the benefits. They have to get something, right? So, an example of a bad CTA is click here or send me DM me for more price. I'm sorry, I just have to laugh at that one because at a particular point, maybe we're all guilty. But I mean, at a particular point, maybe we are all guilty. Like if you sold something online, but the idea of DM for price is completely wrong. It is first of all, it is so stressful. It just shows that you're very selfish, honestly. It just means that you're not thinking about anybody. You're just thinking about yourself. Why don't you just put the price there so that we can all know what you're selling, or we can know the price of what you're selling, and then you know that people who are sending you a message are people who actually want to buy because they've seen the product. Not the one you're saying send a DM and then millions of people now send a DM, or 10 people now send a DM, and out of 10, just two are able to buy the product. So what I'm trying to say is there are examples of a bad CTA and there are examples of a good or clear CTA. Right. So an example of a good CTA or a CTA that is clear, that is clear and benefit driven is Piggyvest, right? Piggyvest usually say start saving today, your future self will thank you. Now start saving today already it's already a straightforward, super clear call to action, right? And the benefit of your future self will thank you. Just telling you that, guy, do this thing. There is benefit in doing it. Like I said, the three characteristics of a good CTA is clear, benefit driven. It has to be clear. It has to be benefit driven. It has to be clear, it has to be benefit driven. And the third one is, of course, your CTA has to be compelling. It has to be super compelling that I am able to think about it. And I'm like, okay, if I don't do this thing Alovet is saying I should do, oh, I might feel bad though. I might regret it though. So I should probably do it. Right? So this is just a very short format of what a good CTA writing format should look like. First is action verb, like guys, like CTA, you are driving action. CTA is how do I put it? CTA can be calm, right? Like your CTA doesn't have to show that you're desperate. In fact, it should not even sound like you're desperate when you know you're offering value to me. So when you understand that you're giving me value, you won't sound desperate. I should be the person who is even desperate to take an action. Don't you guys hear things where people are like, you know what, sign up for this event because of this and this and this that you're going to get. You know, form closes by 2 p.m. And then people are rushing. Or maybe I'm like, okay, you know what, I'll fill the form later. And then later the form is sold out. Or form is no longer accepting response. Why? Because people saw value in that. So I always say it every time that it makes so much sense to yourself as a it makes so much sense to you as an individual when you recognize the value that you're giving to people. Except from even taking content or copywriting course, you need to recognize the value you're bringing to the marketplace because You want to be useful in the marketplace. You want to know your value, because when you know your value, you know what your worth is, you know what you're demanding from people, you know what you're going to give back, and then you're able to command the table. So, value is something that you need to put into yourself, that you need to recognize what you're delivering, as you need to know what you're giving to people, because marketplace is about value. People don't pay you for your time, people pay you for the value that you're giving to them. It's as simple as that. People don't pay for your time. People who work 9 to 5, they think they're being paid for their time, but most of the time, if you check it, you're not paid. You're not being paid for your time. You're being paid for the value, and that's why the world now is, you can work remotely. You don't have to come to the office, because people are coming to see that it is about value. It's not about motion. It's not about coming to the office every single day, right? So let's come back. Call to action writing formats. First one is action verb, right? Say things like act, start, download, join, grab, like action word, like will prompt someone to take action. The second one is benefit and value. What do they get? What do they get? With this simple example of Tunde Onokoya, it is clear what I would get if I bought that chess. If I bought that chess board. But unfortunately, I don't know how to play chess, guys. I don't know how to play chess, and I don't have 1 million naira. Just lying around for me to buy a chessboard, right? So you need to, you so much need to know the value that people are going to get. So if I want you to sign up in my emailing list, I'm saying something like join my emailing list to get free hacks, free tips on content and marketing. You know, join now, guys. If I give you that kind of call to action, and maybe I make a post and I'm like, you know what, sign up to join my emailing list and get free resources on content, on copywriting, or industry trends and everything about the industry. I have written a clear to I have my clear call to action is join my emailing list. And then me telling you the resources, the emails you will get. Like, I'm telling you the value of what it will mean if you join, my emailing list. And so it is super, 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 super important that you highlight what your benefit is. The benefit and the value you're bringing to the table is so important. And then the third one is urgency, right? Now, this can be optional depending on what your goal is, right? So, but for people who are into sales, maybe, yeah, for people who are into sales and into numbers, it is, you can always use urgency, because the mind just works with urgency. So I give you an example of how maybe a big community or someone like Davido is doing a free listening party. Guys, if Davido is doing a free listening party and then he puts it out there, and then he says that form closes in the next 24 hours to get entrance into the hall, or into where the studio, or where it's going to be doing the free live recording. You, like, when you see that post, you had better just click it. But because if you say, later, it's gone, otilo. What that means is you need to be able to create urgency with your post, especially when it is number related. Like, especially when you're targeted with numbers, when you're like, you have a goal that this post has to do this number. And so you're creating a sense of urgency, telling people grab it now, or form closes within the next 24 hours, or sales end. I mean, people who do this is Jumia. Have you ever noticed Jumia Black Friday, their strategies? Their strategies are not even one that they will say that sounds calm, or like, they put so much urgency. Every of their ads, every of their billboards, every of their social media materials, Jumia Black Friday, every single person knows that it is a thing of urgency. And so they do not even take time to always add urgency on every of their posts, right? So an example is join the waitlist now to get early access to exclusive features. Now, the hack here is to use power words. To use power words like unlock, discover, enjoy, claim, boost, like active action verbs, guys. Like, it is This is what will make your call to action different from every other person who is just saying download now, or um or what else people say, um like there's just some call to action that you just see that it's like this person did not eat before the everybody did not eat before the person came here. But when you see how people use words and say things like unlock exclusive deals with Jumia Black Friday, unlock exclusive deals with Jumia Black Friday starting from November this to December this, and then you're like it just creates a form of sensation for my own brain. I don't know about you, but it's super interesting. So what I'm trying to say is you need to be able to learn how to use power words. Power words like unlock, discover, enjoy, claim, boost. What this does is it first of all pictures in the mind of the reader, or it creates a picture in the mind of the person who is reading your content, excuse me, or the copy what you're going to get. Right? So types of CTA. The first one is awareness, right? Like I said, that's why I said urgency is optional, because for some people, it's not about conversion. But if you have a post that's about conversion, then you have to put in urgency, right? So there are types. Here are the four types, and there are probably more, but these are the four that I've worked with, right? Types of CTA, call to action. The first one is awareness. You hear things like learn more or watch full story on YouTube. Watch my full story on YouTube. A lot of people do this. A lot of people do, this awareness call to action. People who even want to start doing campaigns. So, for example, if there's a campaign or there's a launch, the awareness post that comes just before that launch drops, is an awareness. Like they are all awareness call to action. When you hear things like "stay tuned," "more is coming," all of that. Oh, watch full story on YouTube, or follow me for more, or all of these things are awareness. Second one is engagement. There are call to action that are just for engagement, and I really interact with this a whole lot, because as a social media person you need to also know how to use engagement call to action. So things like drop your comments below, tag a friend who needs this, share this with someone who need this, or tag a friend you like to see there, or is this you? Is this you? Share your experience with us. We are in the comments. Those are engagement call to actions. The third one is conversion. And a clear example is Jumia, right? Jumia Black Friday. Buy now, get 20% off. Sales close within the next 24 hours. Get exclusive deals at this amount. Those are the things that would drive conversion, right? And so conversion calls to actions are usually mixed with urgency, because with the human psychology, when there's urgency, people tend to take action. Is That's the reason why a lot of people achieve their goals towards the end of the year, and not January to like September. People would rather achieve their goals towards October, November, December, because it's the ending of the year. There is something that the mind does, that when you know that this is the end, your brain starts. It also works for people who like to procrastinate. There are a lot of people who they only get things done when they are close to the deadline, right? So urgency, it works with the mind like 5 and 6. So if I know that, oh, if I don't get to this train station by this time, the bus is going to leave me by 6, I will get there, because there's a timeline, there's a deadline. And because there's a deadline, it causes a sense of urgency. It causes it creates an image in my life and in my head, where I'm like, oh my God, if this thing is not available, what are the other options that I have? And if I don't have any more options, then what am I going to do? I am going to take action. So remember, types of call to action: awareness, engagement, conversion, and then there's retention. Retention is like, oh, read our latest guide, come back for more tips, or things like maybe follow for more, or watch my YouTube and follow me on YouTube for more. Things that will make people to stay glued, right? These are types of call to action. Now, Nigerian brand example, I always love to give practical examples so you can always go back and check them out and so you understand it better because it is not magic. People are doing these things that we are learning here. It is not something that is out of this world. The first one is Jumia Black Friday, like I mentioned earlier. You hear things like Rush Now, deals. And when I was writing this, it's so funny because Jumia does this thing where they just do a lot of mix and mixture because they actually understand that people who are looking for sales or discounted items are not premium people. Because premium people have money, so they don't have to wait for sales to buy things. People who are looking for things to buy on sales are people who are but who are looking for affordable deals, who are working on a budget, right? And so if you're working on a budget, there's a particular lingo that comes with it. So if you're working on a budget, you're not a premium person. I'm going to know a premium person. Why don't we just attach pidgin English to this demographic of people because we understand their behavior, we understand their psychology, we understand their lingos, right? So what I'm just trying to say to you is it's also very, very important for you to understand your target audience. Like I've been saying from day one. So please do not take it lightly because knowing your target audience, giving value is a journey. It's not something that you just learn and pass. It's something that has to keep developing, has to keep evolving, right? So the second example is tech Twitter. Tech Twitter always says something like, "Oh, retweet if you agree," or like. I don't know if you guys see things like, "Oh, like if you like the video," or retweet if you're a biscuit fan. They do things like that on Twitter. I always just wonder if those people who are doing it, they don't have work. But what do I know, right? So let's go to the next slide. So now we're going to talk about email marketing. What is email marketing? What is email marketing? Now, email marketing is the practice of sending valuable content and offers directly to people who have opt-in. Now, email marketing is, like I mentioned earlier, there are over 4.8 billion people who open their emails every day. And I'm sure that we're even more now because that data was last updated in 2023. So it means that, we're now in 2025. So there's going to be a bunch more people. For everyone who even, as long as you have a mobile phone, you first open a Gmail account, you first open an email. So almost every person, even people who are saying I'm not a social media person, if you're not a social media person, at least you have email. We are all using email. So it means that there's so much opportunity in email marketing, right? But only if you get it right. And that's why we're here today. You will get it right, right? So email marketing is the practice of sending valuable content and offers directly to people who have opt-in. Now, the reason why I like email marketing is because it's not random. You won't do sponsored ad on email. Sponsored ad is not constantly evolving with algorithms or features that you do not understand, or different things that are just going on here and there. Email marketing is not noisy as social media. So people who get your content through email marketing are people who are actually interested. So it's fun. Honestly, like, it is completely amazing because it's not like social media that any random person can just bump into you, or some people don't want to follow your brand. Some people don't want to buy your product, but yeah, they follow your brand to see maybe if you're a fine girl, or because I mean people follow for different reasons. But for email marketing is intentional. For you to send me email, now me give you my email. Right. So that's why I like it, honestly, because it means that every single person, if you have an email list, because I mean, for you to start email marketing, you first need to build an email list. When you build an email list, then you know how to segment your email list because different people, I mean, you have different customers who are buying different things. And obviously, because I mean, there's going to be different people for different things. So, for example, if I'm into sales, if all I've been doing is buying sales item, right? And I am on your email list. If you tell me something about new arrivals, maybe things that are not on sales, I'll probably not buy or open that email because of obviously through my pattern, I've shown you that I don't get money. I'm into sales item. So just show me sales item, I'll go. But if I'm a sales item person and you keep sending me emails of new arrivals with with no discounted price and with their whatever it is that you're doing is of no use to me. So what I'm saying is for email marketing, first way to start is, of course, you need to build an email list, because if you don't have an email list, then you're not doing email marketing. Email list is basically people who have given you their email, right? And then secondly, you're going to learn how to segment your your email list. And person who does this so well is Netflix, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Let me know, Joe. Right? So why does email marketing matter? It matters because number one, you own the audience. Like I said, you own your audience as an email marketer. Email marketing is not like social media or like any other random social media platform or anything that happens online. For you to send me an email, I give you my email, and if I give you my email, it means that I have an interest. Even though the reason for giving you my email may differ as we evolve. So I'll give an example. If you're into skincare and I sign up to your emailing list to know how to deal with hyperpigmentation or acne or um, whiteheads or any skin problem that I'm dealing with at the time, and eventually my skin become flawless, or I just sort of move from that phase, my skin is better, I'm doing very well, and I'm still on your email list, right? So it means that the reason why I subscribe to your email list has been solved, right? But I'm still there. So what this just means is, as an email marketer, you own the audience. So even if the reason why I gave you my email has changed because I have evolved, right? I'm still on that emailing list, except I decide to unsubscribe. And that's where I'll have to tell you that you need to know how to clear your emailing list. So for the example that I gave, you know that someone like that, someone who has sort of gotten value from your email marketing. So the example of the skincare thingy, I've moved past that, right? I don't have skincare issues anymore. You also immediately I solved that problem. I won't be opening your emails as much as possible. Your emails will just keep going there, it just keep piling. And so as an email marketer, you need to know how to clear. Like you need to know, because I mean there are numbers. Email marketing is not vibes. There are analytics. You will know the amount of people who are opening your emails, people who are interacting with your emails, and per click is money. It's costing money for me to send you an email. It's costing money. So it's super important for you to even know how to clear your list as an email marketer. And what I mean by clear your list is just know people who are no longer opening your emails, because it's just better for you to just clear them and know and know who your audience is at that particular time, right? Like I said, everybody reasons are different, and that's why it's good to always know how to segment your email list. So if I'm a fashion girly, I probably and you've seen my pattern all through the years, or maybe I purchased for you 3 times, and all my 3 times I just buy things for my birthday. What does that mean? It means that I'm always looking for statement dresses for birthdays or special occasions. And so you sending me an email concerning casuals, or sending me about hoodies or jackets, it might not take. And so that's why through data, because email marketing is about data as well, because through data you're able to segment your email list. But let's get back to why email marketing matters. First one is you own the audience. The second one, it has a very high ROI. And ROI is return of investment. Email marketing, the reason why I love email marketing so much is because it's not like social media. When social media people are running mad. When social media people are running mad. When you log on to Meta and Meta is not opening, Instagram is not opening, Facebook is seizing. Email people, nah, those guys are 100. And so when you've done these things that I've shared, when you built your list, you segmented your list, and You also know how to clear your list. And I already explained what I mean by clear a list. So people who are not opening, people who are not clicking anymore, it's better to just move them one side so you're not wasting money as an email marketer, right? It has a very high ROI because email marketing is about value. Every single thing you're sharing to me has to be valuable to me. And trust me, if I'm opening my emails every time, seeing the deals, seeing the value that you're giving to me, you have me for life, honestly. So email marketing works every time because it is a very good way to build trust with your audience. So it's super key. And brands do it. Like people are doing it. ASOS does it. Even Dan, the diary of a Nigerian girl, I receive her emails almost every time. Even Adekunle Gold himself has an email list. I am on that email list. Right? So even though he doesn't send it every time, send maybe like once in a month or two times in a month, but two times in a month or like once in a month or like once in 2 months or he has an email list and his emails are so personal, guys. Like his email list is so personal and so it's just beautiful to know a different side of an artist like Adekunle Gold. But what I'm trying to say is that email list is there, he has it. And like I always say, building an email community is one of the most is in fact that's is beautiful. I'm not even going to lie because email marketing, you build trust by sharing value. You're not rushing like social media. You can write a whole blog. Diary of a Nigerian girl does it as well. Like her emails are long, you learn things, you even laugh. She shares her experience, and then like it's a good way to build trust. Trust me. Don't trust me. Like it's a good way to build trust, right? So you should try it, guys. So why it matters, you own the audience. Number two, it has high ROI. ROI is return of investment, like over 4,000% really. And then the third one is you can build trust over time. Right. So excuse me, I'm going to show you the different types of email marketing funnels that we have. So the first one is lead magnet. Lead magnet is freebie to attract subscribers. Like, so for example, if you're okay, let me use myself as an example, and I'm building an email list, right? And I tell you to join my emailing list to like download to like get a free ebook on how to like um do well at your first job as a content or copywriter, you're going to go. So these are lead magnet strategies. They are often it works so well because you know that you are subscribing to get value. And that's why I said value. Like even call to action has to be value. Everything is value, right? So email marketing is as this I mean this lead magnet is it works because you're just starting. This is me, I want to build my email list. And I'm saying if you join my email community, you're getting free ebook or free template on how to build a content calendar or free template on how to sign a contract with a client who wants to build their social media or template. I'm giving you product, I'm giving you for free, or like a free guide on how to master copywriting or email marketing in 2025. You're going to happily give me your email. So to that is one way to build an email list through lead magnets, and that is a funnel with email marketing. The second one is welcome sequence. So welcome sequence is of course after. Now that I think about it, I can remember how many content creators have used this thing for me. People like Blessing Abeng, Silent King, even Trisha as well, Trisha Bees, this thing called fashion. I don't judge me, guys. I have yeah. I subscribe to emails and then because I read these things. I want to know how these people are doing these things so that I can know how I can do it for myself as well. So I already explained how lead magnet is. Just imagine what a funnel is. A funnel is usually big. It's usually big from the from the what word like called? It's usually big at I don't even know, but you all know what a funnel is, not the okay, that one is filter. This is funnel. So a funnel is big here and then is smaller, it's thinner at the end. So the first step for an email marketing funnel is the lead magnet, which I already explained that it's a way that you can get people email because you've attracted a gift, attracted something free for them to download. And then second one is welcome sequence. Welcome sequence is when you say, "Oh hi, my name is da 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 da. I am a content creator with over 6 years of experience." La 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 la. La." This is where you sort of introduce yourself to your audience and then you build trust. You tell them why or who you are and tell them why you're doing what you're doing, so they're able to trust you. They're able to trust you. Trust is super key. The third the third funnel is of course nurture emails. Value, 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 guys. So if I told you from the beginning, if I use what I use as my lead magnet is okay, um, join my email list to get freebies on content and copywriting templates, resources to help you build your career in marketing. My nurture emails are always going to be about that. I will teach you everything. I will give you so much value on everything. Like give you so much value on content, on copywriting, on email, on storytelling. There is no limit to the amount of value you can give as an email marketer because email marketing is not you can even see email marketing as a blog post because of course there's a sequence on how to write an email to someone, but you need to come to a place where you recognize that email marketing is about value. If people are not seeing value in what you're giving, people are going to stop clicking on your email. As long as they see, as soon as they see that it's from this person, they'll just stop opening it. And remember, just because I gave you my email, just because I opt in, so you own me because I voluntarily gave you my email. I also have the free will to stop clicking. And as an email marketer, when you see the, of course, it happens because people subscribe for different reasons. And whenever it's no longer giving value to them, they stop opening your emails. When the number starts to increase, you have to sit yourself down as an email marketer and ask yourself, what is actually going on? Are you giving the right value? Are you sending the right email to the right audience? You start asking yourself questions because you need to nurture people in your email list. And how can you nurture people? Through giving them value. So much so that when people even begin to respond to your emails, when I tell you one story, I tell you something about, I give you so much value, or I send you an email and then you see so much value in it, you can relate to it. I tell you I have a bad day, this happened to me, da 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 da, and I still try as much as possible to relate to content or to copywriting, which is the core reason why you subscribe to the emailing list in the first place. And then you now respond. In fact, that is like mwah, that's like the most beautiful thing because then you build trust with people. So do not ever forget to send nurture emails. Nurture emails are basically giving value to people, giving them like actually telling them that you're in the right place. It's not a mistake that you are here, and because you are here, you get the most of why you are here. Now the fourth email marketing funnel is sales email. Now sales email comes with a strong call to action, right? It's usually if you interact with emails, like if you're in emailing list of brands like ASOS, Zara, Mango, that's because I see their and these are the brands that come into my mind because I see their sales emails. You will see the strong call to action that is there. In fact, they have it so easy for you that it's just a click. It's just a click that will take you to their website. It's just a click that will take you to see the new collection. It's just a click that will take you to where they actually want you to go. So when you're doing sales email, like I always say, urgency. Adding urgency is super important because you need to know that there's a psychology to the human brain. That every time you add urgency, people would most likely act. Now, example here is savvy writers. Savvy writers, savvy writers, they're like free ebook on writing. Like when you subscribe to their email marketing. And if I'm saying that, oh, I'm building a brand called Savvy Writers, I want to teach people how to write, the first thing I'll do is to give you a free ebook on writing. And that free ebook on writing is not just random. I'm building my trust with you. I'm telling you that I know what I'm saying here. I'm not a crook. I'm telling you, I'm showing you what I know. So you're getting this value for free. And then the emails will teach. It will teach so much. Then after teaching, you can start selling writing courses. So the thing is, most people want to do online is they want to they don't want to invest, but they want to start taking. That's the thing. You can't withdraw when you've not deposited money from. So what I'm trying to say is you can't sell to people when you've not given them value, when you've not given them enough reason to trust that their money is even safe with you. It doesn't work that way. People who are selling, an example is the Tunde Onokoya case that I spoke about that happened on Twitter recently. If he hasn't built trust, if people don't know him, if he doesn't have a commendable brand, if he's like, you can't mention chess and not think about Tunde in Nigeria, even abroad, because the guy is a Guinness Book a record breaker, right? So he has done the hard work, and that's why he can come and say he's selling a chessboard of over 1 million naira, $600 in this economy that you and I are in. And then you're struggling to get a job that is paying you just 100K or 200K when there's someone who is making sales of 1 million naira with just one product. It wasn't even up to a day, guys. So we're going to go straight into the other slide. I'm going to teach you how you can create a great email marketing, or basically the anatomy of a great email marketing. That this is basically step by step on how to write, um, on how to win people through email. That's email marketing. The first one is your subject line. The subject line is the first thing that they will see. I mean, we all use emails, so you know what that looks like. It makes them want to open. So your subject line has to be super important. In fact, there's something that Ife does, and even at Ekule Go, their emails are so personalized. So they even always write my name there. They're like, dear Loveth. And I see an email, someone is telling me dear Loveth. Of course I will open it. Would you not? Because you can sense the personalization. You will see that it's not just random, and like we all know, when there's personalized experience, you would tilt towards it more because you feel seen, and where you feel seen, you stay. That's just life, right? So your subject line you need to think about it, because that's the way that people are going to open your email. Remember, I gave you my email, but it is the value that I get from you that will make me to consistently open your email. And if your job as an email marketer is not just to build an emailing list, like, you need to see the conversion. So we'll go back to CTAs again. For some, you want to build awareness. For some, you want to do sales. For some, you want to do retention. So your goals are going to be segmented into that. So if I'm not selling anything, my call to action might be, if I'm nurturing my emailing list, my call to action would be, I mean, see you in my next email, which I'll send by maybe Tuesday, or stay tuned, or just something that people will look forward to. That way, I'm retaining them. I'm maintaining their attention. I'm telling them that I'll be back with another value. So what this means is you need to always ensure that your subject line is good. It's good enough for people to always open, right? An example is, you've been writing CTA wrong. Here's why. Like, this can only work again when you understand the people who you are sending email to, right? Second one is the intro. What is your intro? So I tilt towards Adekule Gold because the emails are very personalized. I see things like, oh, dear Loveth, this happened to me, da 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 da. If you're not on Adekule email list, I'm sorry. Go and find go and find yourself there. I don't know. I can't remember how I got there, but I think it was a friend. But it's really good, right? So there's an intro. After you see, oh, dear lovers, you see something like, oh, this happened to me, that changed my perspective, or blah 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 blah. And then you just see that you are hooked because the story just relates to you in a way. And I'm like, oh, let me just read that. And then I keep reading. And then there's a body. The body is where you share the actual story, you share the actual lesson, you give the actual meat of what your email is trying to convey. And then, of course, the call to action, tell them what to do next. Adekunle's gold own is always see you in the next email or something, maybe stay tuned, another song is coming or something like that. In fact, the last one he did last year in December was when he was in a free listening party for his email subscribers. And so the call to action was something like, oh, click this to get your ticket for the free listening party happening here and here and here. And that was it, because there was a clear call to action. So call to actions and emails are like call to actions are super important. It just shows that you're not wasting your time on the internet. You know exactly what your copy or your content is trying to achieve. Now, an example. Don't sleep on this writing course, so your bank will thank you. This can only work when you understand your target audience, like I will always say. If you're selling to rich people that are in Lekki, that are bougie cars, that are driving Range Rovers, that are doing premium things, that are catching flights, you that are catching feelings, you that you that you know you know your target audience. This language will work for them. This Nigerian voice example, don't sleep on this writing course, so your bank account will thank you. Don't sleep on this course is already a clear call. Like, it creates a sense of urgency. You will see that this call to action is a clear sales call to action, right? So, common CTAs in email and content that I like to point out. The first thing is there's too many call to action. Like, it's really confusing. You go through a content or go through emails, and then there's call to action at every paragraph, and then you're just confused that what do you want me to do? Or it starts becoming like a bug, like you're bugging me, and then it just makes you feel uncomfortable. It happens. The second one is weak verbs. So I mentioned that you need to highlight what the power words that will match with the message you're trying to pass across. So you need to use action verbs like grab, boost, unlock, like things that people will see, not just say click to. In fact, click just sounds click click to. It sounds like, let's say it sounds click, yeah. That's still bougie. Click the link in my bio. You know, click the link to click the when you put ginger that eh. Next one, no benefit shown. So this one is a very big problem because I see it all the time. It happens all the time that you tell me to click and download something, and I don't even know what I'm clicking to download. I don't even know what benefit it is for me. I don't even know where I'm headed. You're just saying that, oh, I should click to download. Oh, okay, what else? I mean, what's in it for me? Because we're all looking at I mean, like, how will this help my life? What am I clicking to get? So when you don't show benefits of what your audience is going to get, what they are going to get, then I mean, some people, and that's why you do this thing where people do this thing where they go to a website and then they add to cart. Or some people don't even add to cart; they just click on your website. You have so many people who are landing on your website, but you have people who are actually finishing the process of adding to cart and then reaching the last stage, which is to pay, because they've not seen anything, they've not seen any value, they've not seen any benefits. And then the last one is hidden or hard to find call to action. So it is funny that some people are not loud about their call to action. Some people are just, like I said, see, it's because some people are too relaxed. Some people are just too relaxed. Some people, hunger has not be hitting you, you will not eat for 3 days, and then you you send email, you have your ginger will be up. But some people just hide their. In fact, some people literally do not even have call to actions in their email or in their content, and then you wonder that what's going on. In fact, sometimes, because the truth is, call to actions is not really for your audience. I mean, it's not really for your audience. It's more benefit for you than your audience. It becomes beneficial to your audience when you actually want to communicate something to your audience or communicate value to your audience, and you don't have the right words or you don't know how to pass it across. But when you have the right English, like when your call to action is clear, it helps you as a content person. It helps you as a copy person. It knows the it makes you know the metrics that you're going to count. If I'm posting a video of myself online, what is my goal? Why did I create this content in the first place? Why did I write this email in the first place? Why did I write this blog post in the first place? Having a clear call to action makes you know that okay, I wrote this because I want to build an emailing list, and I kept it at the end of the blog post or the email that guys join my email list to get exclusive deals on um Black Friday, on Black Friday deals on gadgets or whatnot. Guys, like from that alone, my metrics as a content person or as a copy person is how many people clicked, how many people actually took this step. It is clear that this is what I want to achieve. And so you're able to know, okay, 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 okay. You open your eyes and you're like, okay, this did not happen. Why? Are you seeing where I'm going? But when you don't have a call to action or when you don't have a goal that you're trying to achieve, it's just there. And then your content efforts just become a waste. So for some people, it will not always be conversion, like I said. Some call to actions are for retention. You want to retain people. You want people to, okay. Another people say things like, oh, we drop YouTube channels, we drop content every Monday, Tuesday. They are telling you because they want you to stay tuned. It's not just short or short. So some call to actions are for retention, some for sales, like I mentioned. Some is to what's the word? What's the word now? For some people, it's basically for them to build a community. Like not everybody's call to action is sales, but when you know what your own call to action is, it helps you. That's my point. So how do you fix these problems? The problems like too many call to actions, weak verbs, no benefits shown, and hidden hard to find call to action. The first one is to stick to one goal per email or per post. Like I said, like stick to one goal. If you're saying you want people to click, let that just don't say, oh, you want them to click, you want them to follow your social media, you want them to follow your mommy, you want them to come for your daddy's burial. Nobody will die in Jesus' name. But you get my point. But you get my point. And make it visible and very compelling. How can you make it compelling? You can make it compelling by first identifying the value that people will get. When people understand the value that they will get from something, it will be compelling to them. So your call to action, please, please, please stick to one goal. One goal per post, one goal per content, one goal per email, and then make it visible. Make it very compelling. Right? So let's pretend you're launching a skincare brand in Nigeria. Hold on. Okay. Yes, that wasn't part of it. So a CTA rewrite challenge. The first one is so this is something I added to this slide that you guys can try. But we're just going to go on a break now, and then when we come back, we're going to continue. Right, guys. So we are back. Right. So let's just go back. So I was at the place where I want us to do a CTA rewrite challenge. So just so that it is clear that we all understand what a call to action is, right? So just it's very simple, and I know that you guys can do it. You guys can do it. So this is a group task that I want everyone to do. No, 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 no. It's nothing serious. So um the original this is my original call to action. My original call to action is that my original call to action is click here to sign up, right? So rewrite it to sound more urgent, more fun, and benefit focused, like we mentioned. So this is the task. Very simple. My original call to action is click here to sign up. What I'm asking you to rewrite it to sound more urgent, for it to sound fun, and for it to sound benefit focused. So imagine you're doing it for a new skincare product or a digital saving app or a free online class. In fact, forget no, just rewrite click here to sign up and rewrite it to sound more urgent, more fun, and more benefit focused. Let me see if you guys can bust my head. Sign up now. It's the same thing now. The original one is click here to sign up. We are saying sign up now. Candy, why? Add more effort, put more effort. Rewrite it to sound more fun, more urgent, and benefit focused. So, I mean, for you to write, for it to be more benefit focused, you can either choose between you're writing a call to action for a new skincare product or a saving app or a free online class. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see the people that will go home with a price of 1 million naira. Let's see the people that will go home with Lexus cars and Range Rovers. Let's see. Register now. Ah, no, it's, it sounds lazy. I mean, it's a good try gift, but you can do better. It sounds, I mean, register now seems, it just sounds. I said, make it benefit focused. Let it sound urgent and benefit focused. This is I'm telling you for it, okay, a clue is for it to sound urgent. I'm asking you to write a sales CTA for me. Beauty giving. God. Why now? Why now? Why now? Come on. Ruth, come on. Okay, Paul says, yes. Don't if you use ChatGPT, I will know that. See, this I will know that. Kemi, I should know in ChatGPT. I'm coming. I saw coming. Your skin deserves the care it needs. Click the link to get that product that it deserves. That sounds fantastic, Paul. That sounds fantastic, actually. Your skin deserves, so this is for a skincare product that you need. Your skin deserves the care it needs. Click the link to get that product that it deserves. I love that. That's if you know it's ChatGPT or if you know Google it. If you did, it's God that is seeing you. God will judge you. But it looks good. It looks good. Another one would be what are you waiting for to sign up? Hey, no, no. Ayodele says Sakma never tire you. Click now to leave that level. I'm thinking this will be for the saving app. Sakma never tire you. Well, I mean, I'm not your target audience, sha, because so I will believe that the person who you are writing this CTA for is people who are utterly broke, maybe people who don't even know how to speak, who don't even go to school, people who are not learned. So maybe this category will work for them. Angel says a new skincare product unleash your chance of having beautiful skin that speaks for you. There's no clear call to action. That's not clear. Unleash your chance of having beautiful skin that speaks for you. That's not clear at all. Because I'm asking for a sales call to action. It means that I need people to take action But what you said doesn't make me take it. Doesn't. It's not leading me to take any action. It's a nice copy, but I'm not taking any action. Right? What are you waiting for? Click up. What am I? Well, I'm not even. I'm not. Do you want to glow even in the dark? Oh yeah, click the link below now and let your skin do the talking. So this sounds very basic, blessing. Well done. Thank you for giving it a try, but it sounds very, very basic. I think you can do more. And first of all, it's not realistic to say people can glow in the dark. Are they light? Like I get the idea, but I don't think it's realistic. So you can paint another mental picture, is what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean yeah. So put more effort. You can do this. Ready to boost that natural glow? Claim your free. No, what did not copy this? Hey, you people, but Neutrogena. Okay, ready to boost that natural glow. Claim your free Neutrogena sample before it runs out. Yeah, this is fantastic. If you not copy it, well done. But if you copy it, God sees, God will judge you. That's what I can say. Click to glow. Glow where? Start your wealth journey today. Through what? By doing what? So that's not clear, Teresa. You deserve a good look. Contact us now to get that look. Ah, can be better. Can be better. Learn to earn now or never. Are you threatening me? Please, testimony. See me, you're threatening. Learn to, learn to earn now or never. Save now. Are you threatening me? If I don't want to earn, of course, save by force. It sounds interesting. Learn to earn now or never. Sign up now. It sounds interesting. But I think that you can add that there's no benefit. I don't see any benefit. It sounds urgent, sounds fun, but I don't see any benefit for me to why I should sign up. Okay, let me see. You want me to sign up so I can learn how to earn. But what if I don't even know like the skills to learn or something? So I think you should add more context. Then maybe say learn to earn now or never, then sign up now. But sounds good, but I think you should add more flesh so people can fully understand. Let's see. Want to look 100 years younger? Click the link to get the new and improved face cream. Sounds good. But why would anyone want to look 10 years younger? You want to look like a witch. But it sounds fun. It sounds good. Don't sleep on this offer. Your skin needs all the glow it can get. Sleep on which offer? You've not told me the offer. You said sleep on that. Should not sleep on the offer. What is the offer? Um, shine like a billionaire by taking your skin. But shine like a billionaire by taking off your skin. I want to think, Adoni, I want to think you wanted to write by taking care of your skin. Excuse me, click now to start your journey into billionaire glowness. You tried, and I really commend you for trying. You can do way better than this. So I love you for trying. I get your message, but I think the English it needs to be it needs to be restructured. And I'm not even talking about the typographical error that you made. It's more about the click now to start your journey into billionaire glowness. Those two words, it sounds off. You just need to tweak that. You need to tweak everything. Because shine like a billionaire. Do billionaires shine? Have you seen one before? Do they shine? I'm just asking, do they shine? The billionaires shine. Some of them are quite dark, and I mean, some are dark skinned, and you might not even know that they are billionaires. So, do billionaires actually shine due to skincare products? I don't know. I'm asking so I can really understand. But what I think is you need to rework it, especially that click now to start your journey into billionaire glowness. The billionaire and glowness, it doesn't work. A confident confidence you begin into a healthy skin. Boost your confidence with Skin Pro. That first line, no understand, but boost your confidence with Skin Pro. Yes, it sounds good. It's a good it's that's benefit focused. So I want to boost my confidence. I should think of Skin Pro. But You're not telling me the offer. Like, what am I supposed to do after I read that? So, wants to glow differently. Click now to get free tips. Fantastic. Tap the link to catch. Hmm? Tap the link to catch the elegance of your skin. Tap the link. tap link. Tap link to catch the elegance for your skin. Do they tap? You people are teaching me new things. So, do they to catch elegance? This will catch. I want to catch now. I need to bring it. Let me catch. So I think you can rework that. Thank you for trying. You can definitely rework it. You're doing well. You guys are doing well. Your skin deserves the glow it needs. First 5 persons to get our free promo pack. Yeah, sounds good. Fantastic. Jesus own till eternity. Hmm. Even you service your name, safe. Hope my skin will glow till eternity. Time to up your game. Learn learn grow to the next I don't guys, what's going on? You guys are copywriters, for God's sake. What is going on? Time to up your game, learn grow to the next level. Peace and war. You safe. Place value over your skin. I have product to make better. Place value on your skin. I have product to make better. So I get the value, but it's not I get the value, so I understand what you're trying to propose to me, but I'm not sure the action you want me to take after that. So I think you should put an action. So what do you want me to do? You want me to call a number? You want me to buy? You want me to subscribe? You want me to what do you want me to do? Pamper your skin by clicking on the link. Pamper your skin by clicking on the link. It sounds good. Pamper your skin by clicking on the link. Okay, it sounds good. It sounds good, but I think you can add more flesh to it. So I actually understand what clicking on your link will do to my skin. Does that make sense? So knowledge to aid your mates. Girl, I don't know if you're a girl. I don't know if you're a guy, but I mean, yeah. I like first of all, I like the knowledge to edge, the edge, the wording thing. It looks sounds brilliant. So knowledge to edge your mate. Sign up now. Fantastic. But what is this for? Is this for a skincare brand, or is this for a fintech, or is this for oh, I guess this would be for the free online class. Knowledge to edge, fantastic. I love it. Skin elevation, get yours started now. Skin elevation. Hey, skin. You are even giving me, please. You are even giving me skin. You want to elevate my skin. Get your you people. Like get your started now by clicking. Are people rushing? Maybe you should calm down if you're rushing to type or discover the secrets to becoming financially free today. Sign up now. Fantastic. Fantastic. Discover the secret of becoming financial. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Sounds very good. Right. So you guys are doing very, 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 very well. Well done. I don't think I can keep up with all of these comments. There are a lot. So let's just go back to the class, right? So here's just a list of a few tools that I think that you can start with if you want to go into email marketing. So the good thing is even myself, I don't do email marketing for an organization. I do email marketing for people who are into personal brand, who has a community with their audience, and so what that means is, the dynamics between personal brand and organization is mostly the little difference between personal brands are more into influence, impact, value, but organization, they need money, right? Because money is the bloodline of business. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that if you're not doing email marketing professionally, you can do email marketing for your personal brand. You can have a newsletter that people sign up to and people get free value from you. It's something that I do, personally, and I help people to do that. So It doesn't have to be for an organization. You don't always have to be selling or doing 20% off or discounts or new collection or new campaign. It doesn't always have to be salesy. It doesn't always have to be um yes, salesy. You can do something for yourself. You can start email marketing to build a connection, to build trust, to give value to people, and then along the line just keep nurturing people until, I mean, eventually you know that you have an emailing list of maybe about 100 people to even start with, and out of the 100 people you have 60 or maybe 65 people who are constantly looking forward towards your email. They're always sending you a response. You've built a community, and from there you can sell a product. People will buy. Why? Because they trust you enough to know that their money is safe with you, because you've built credibility. And credibility is what you build through trust. If people do not trust you, people cannot give you their money. If people cannot give you their money, you're gonna be broke. So so you need to ensure that through email marketing, this is something that you want to do. You are giving people value. When you're giving people value, you trust them. You get to know them better. Do you understand? So here are a few email tools that you can start with. The first thing is Mailchimp. Mailchimp is very easy for beginners. Then there's MailerLite. You can. It's a free. It's it's free to like about 1,000 subscribers. It's float decks. I have friends, I have colleagues who use this. It's good templates, aesthetically pleasing and very simple. And then there's Combat Kit, great for creators. Now the tip is, like I said, you can start with your own personal Gmail, right, and use Google Sheets if you have no budget. So how that can work is, if you don't want to use any of these tools like I mentioned, you can basically use your Gmail account, and with Google Sheets, you have every email that you want to send. That and you with Google Sheets, you sort of created a database for your email community. So every email is there. You've segmented. You've built your email list. You segmented them, and so through Google Sheets, you can even just send it personally. So that's why it's on budget if you don't have budget. But when you want to start using tools, it means your community is growing, it means you're expanding, it means that you're advancing, you're constantly improving. The most important thing is to learn to build first. Like I always say, clarity comes on the road. Anything that you put in your head is not going to get better except you take steps. A lot of people would say that they trust God or trust God to direct their steps when they're not even walking, right? So you should always take the step and get better at what you do, right? So, oh, can you imagine? Gotten to the end of the slide. So, guys, how was today's class? I hope it was a good one. I hope it was a good one for you. Just a summary of everything we've learned so far. We've learned about CTA, types of CTA. We've learned about common errors that people do in their copy, in their email, in their content that shows poor call to action. And then we've learned about email marketing very briefly. We've spoken about what email marketing is. We've spoken about what email marketing is. We've spoken about I've given you a format to how to write a great email marketing, from the subject to the intro, to the body, and then the call to action. We've also spoken about, excuse me, I gave you examples of companies that have clear call to action. And one thing that I want to emphasize in this class is you should always remember that a great call to action has three features. It has to be clear, it has to be compelling, right? And it has to be benefit focused. Like people need to see your call to action, and they're like, this is what I'm going to get from this, and then I'm going to take the step. Like that is the only way that a call to action can be very effective. Very effective. So People, it just has to be clear. Like a 6-year-old should read it and be like, this is what I'm going to get, right? So please kindly take your attendance as you're listening, right? I'm just giving a summary of everything that we have learned today. And most especially, I emphasize that you can start email marketing now, today, even though you don't know all of the tools that we've spoken about, which you can Google all of them, honestly. But in case you are lazy, which we cast and bind any spirit of laziness in your body, because you must move forward. As long as you're in this class, as long as me and you are here, you must move forward. So, but if you now decide that spirit is doing you, you have a personal Gmail account, and then you can use Google Sheets. Use Google Sheets to compile every person who has opted to be a part of your community or part of your email list, and so you can reach out to them from there. But I do subscribe that you try out tools to make your life much, much, much easier instead of doing it the traditional way. So an example of people who I really like their emails is Adekunle Gold I mentioned earlier. I read his emails and I feel there's this I don't even know if it just feels, I mean, good to hear, really nice. Like it's not like ASOS or Zara or Mango that's telling me, oh, shop now, we have discount here, we have, summer sales. I'm not seeing anybody who wants to take my money. I'm in a place where I'm reading stories and I'm seeing how I'm reading someone's story and it's interesting, and I'm like, oh, this is nice, and I'm looking forward to his next email. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that not it's not every email, it's not everything that is sales. It's not Some people just want to build community. Some people just want to build trust with people. And trust me, email because it's called email marketing, it seems like it's always marketing. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, that goals differ. As long as we have call to actions that are different, we also have as long as we have call to actions that are different, we also have email marketing that has different purposes, right? So with someone like Adekunle Gold, I can even feel like I know him more because I'm in his email list, and so he shares information that I don't think he shares in his music or he shares on his social media or anywhere else. That's how you can build trust through email marketing. Email marketing gives you that audience to do whatever it is that you want to do, right? So, if there are any questions, please, I'll be happy to take them in the next, uh, let's say 20 minutes, 20 minutes before a roundup. So, if you have any questions, please let me know so I can answer them. I'm quite, yeah. So, if there are any questions, I'll be happy to take them. So, okay, let me answer the question that I can see. How do I get people to subscribe to my mail messages? You just tell them to I mean, you just tell them that. I mean, it's very so how it depends on how you want to do it, honestly. So if you're using, I mean, on a website, it's pretty easy, right? There's a click, you put, oh, sign up to my community, and then people put in their emails, and then you have it in your backend. On social media, I think how people do it is maybe a link tree. It's going to be a link that they'll click and then they just put in their emails. But I mean, a manual traditional way can be I give you my email. I have already subscribed, right? When you're using tools like Floodex or Mailchimp, it's very, very easier. So explore these tools. Explore I think you should explore these tools so they will help you. So when you send the link to someone or you put it out on social media or anything, it's very easy for them to just put their emails, and then voila, you are building an email list already. So Paul says, is it for every content strategy that email marketing should be used? Is it for every content strategy that email marketing should be used? When is it crucial to make use of email marketing for a brand, business, or organization? So, if I get your question correctly, you're asking, when is it crucial to make use of email marketing for a brand, or a business, or organization? So again, depending on your goal and what you want to achieve, like I mentioned, for the organization I work with, we use email marketing a lot. We use email marketing whenever we send emails weekly actually. We send for products of the week to showcase products of the week to parents, depending on the segment of our mail list. Whenever we have campaigns, whenever we want to inform our parents about something. So, for example, there was a time when we sort of left our one of our brick and mortar stores. We had to send an email to our customers informing them that we're no longer at a particular location. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that people use email marketing depending on what the business goal is at the time, right? Some they use it to announce deals, announce interesting things. That's for maybe when you know you have customers who are usually excited to know new things in store, new arrival, or about that. Then you have customers that we just send them to wish their children happy birthdays. We do that to send special discounts. We send that to a different segment of customers. So there are there are different examples that I can go on to use. It mostly depends on what your business goal is, what the brand goal is, and then you can definitely. So email marketing is just a way to communicate with your audience. So it's not really tied to a content strategy. So for content strategy, it can work. Maybe there's a new campaign, and so there's a 360 distribution or publication. So if I'm sending, I have new products, I can also send it to my email subscribers that will have new products, right? That can work, but I'm saying all of this is there's no one fit size, or depending on what your business goal is, depending on what you want to do as a brand or as a business. So I hope I answered your question. Um, so you said, lesson says, so you mentioned that email marketing costs money. What am I spending on, please? So, depending on the email tool you use, depending on also the amount of subscribers that you have, as long as you keep expanding, of course, the tools you're going to use are no longer going to be free, especially if you're becoming more brand aware. So, if you're sort of personalizing your email experience or personalizing what your email should look or feel like, um, you're going to pay for templates, my dear. You're going to pay for templates. You're going to pay for the tools you're going to use because they are not free. So if I have about 10,000 subscribers, you're going to need a tool that can accommodate that. And if you're very brand specific or brand aware, depending on the frequency of your emails that you'll be sending, there's some email tools that they help you even respond to chat earlier. They sort of automate a lot of things. So all of these features are not free, depending on the tool you're using, just the way CapCut is no longer free. So depending on the tool you use, but as long as you keep growing your email list, you're going to have to keep looking for ways to improve, and so you have to pay. So what I was trying to say in that the context of that is that um, you should always clear out your list. So if there are people who are no longer opening your emails, you should sit down and figure out why. Um, but you always have to remember that people subscribe for different reasons. I give an example of if I have skin problems, hyperpigmentation, and I subscribe to your email to get updates or to get tips on how to solve my hyperpigmentation. In an instance where that has been solved, I no longer see value in getting your emails. And so when you recognize there's a pattern, like the ratio of people who are no longer opening your emails are increasing, then you need to clear it out. And so the people you are spending money on. It's just the logical thing to do. It's so instead of wasting, amount of money, you know, I'm sure you get what I'm trying to say. Right. So, okay. Excuse me. Rosalind says, "Can I use my email for storytelling?" Of course, you can. I mentioned that several times. Using Adekule Gold as an example, Adekule's Gold email list is for storytelling. Diary of a Nigerian Girl as well. Their email list for storytelling. So yes, you can do that. Like I always say, depending on what you want to do, depending on your goal, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. Guys, like you can do whatever it is. Even the ones I don't even mention, you can do it. You can even blow self, you don't even know. So there's no one fit size or do whatever it is that is true to you, to your core. But you know that when you start, you're going to be consistent. And that's why it's important for you to be genuine, to know what it is that you want. So if you're doing storytelling, as long as you can be consistent with it, because email marketing too is consistency, you're not going to start doing something and then start getting the rewards of it. I'm seeing squad one, squad two. I'm not sure what that means. I've been seeing squad one, squad two, squad three. Ma'am, and people like ma'am, um, can we use all we've been learning so far to land a job? How can we apply them in making money? Great question, blessing. Like I said, how you can use everything you've learned to make money is to apply them. That's the only way, my darling. Because you're not going to tell me as someone who wants to employ you that you're taking a course in copywriting and content and I should employ you and put you on my payroll. That's not enough value. And that's why it is super important that I've been saying it from the beginning of this class that everything you're learning, apply it. Build a portfolio, start a social media page, start copywriting, create a blog post. If you don't have any of these resources, talk to people that you want to help them. That is how to build a portfolio. So how you can land a job is to build a portfolio. Start working. That's what it is. Start working. Create a page. Do a content calendar. Start a content strategy. Document your wins. Like create content. Do things. Post, post, post. Post everything you're learning here, safe. Let people know that you are actively learning. So you're not positioning yourself as an expert, you're positioning yourself as someone who is learning and who is applying everything that they're learning. So how you can make money in some way is to do the work of applying everything that you're learning. So, question: using personal Gmail and Google Sheet, can you track the performance, your email performance, like people that click and view? So that's why I said it's on a budget, like on a budget, on a budget, on a budget. It's not the ultimate. It's not the ultimate tool. It's not the. It's not the best thing, right? But I'm saying that you can start from there if you are having excuses like, oh, you don't know these tools or you don't know how to navigate Mailchimp or any of that. So it's not the right tool to, of course, track your email performance, but it's something that you can build first with. That's my point. Is CTA compulsory in email marketing? CTA is compulsory everywhere, my darling. You probably don't know that it's CTA. Maybe that's the reason why you're asking. But CTA is compulsory everywhere. Some are not as compelling as others, but there are CTAs everywhere, especially for email marketing. Especially for email marketing. So, what kind of campaign do I create for the first time? Um, your question is quite vague because I don't have context to what you do or what your interests are or what you want to build on, right? So, for example, if you're into photography, then if you're interested into photography, then you should know you're creating a campaign along that light. So you need to give me more context on where you are, so I can give you ideas on the type of campaign that you can create for the first time. So are there any other questions? I'm trying to look for it there. Right. So I hope you're able to understand everything that we've spoken about today, and we are on the same page when it comes to call to action, when it comes to email marketing. So let me iterate it. Is it iterate? Let me iterate it. Let me say it again. That because it's called email marketing, like there's storytelling marketing as well. Like there are different types of marketing. There are different types of marketing. So if you're more into storytelling, it's okay. You can tell your stories through email marketing. The goal of email marketing is to build trust and to give value to people, right? So if your own goal is to make sales, you can as well go along with that. But what I'm saying is identify what your goal is, so your call to action reflect that. So your call to action is not just anyway or doesn't exist at all, right? So I'm not um BC says, is it possible to promote my song through email marketing? Yes, it is. You can do anything through email marketing. As long as you have an email list, you have people who are going to receive your email. Or why not? You can promote your song, but doesn't mean people will listen to the song, Sha. Just say. So you can promote a song, but the best way to build email marketing or to use email marketing is when you give people value. So your song is a you thing. What are they going to get? Is it benefit driven? What are they going to get for themselves? So how about before your song launches, or let me imagine your song has already launched, for you to say, is it possible to promote your song through email? Before then, give them value, like create a list for them, maybe if you're heartbroken, if you're or tell them stories, use storytelling to maybe talk about what inspires the song, how music sort of influenced your career or influenced the way you see life, what inspired your song, where you are in life currently, and what this sound means to you. Like there are a lot of instances that I could use. What I'm just trying to say is if you're just using email marketing to promote your song, eventually you're going to have people who are not going to click anymore because it's a you thing. You thing. And promoting music through email might not even be the platform to even double down on, because people, I mean, for music there are other platforms that you can even use to promote your music. I mean, you can use Spotify, you can use YouTube. Like those are music listening apps. Those are apps that people go there for music. So sometimes it's more realistic to know where your audience are. But email marketing will work for your community if you're building a community with people. So tell them about deep stories about your song, all of that, and then you can probably add a link or two. But the thing about the music thing is you're not able to track whether your listeners are from your email marketing. So then you need to start looking for other platforms, more music listening platforms that people can actually listen to your song, that people can actually hear your song from. And so you have a clear number, you have the data, you have the analytics to know where your listeners are coming from. Right. So I think we're okay. Save money through breaking the bank. Save money without breaking the bank. Can I save money without breaking the bank? Save money without breaking the bank. Download the app now to enjoy bonuses on every saving. Okay. Um, it looks good. It looks very good. Save money without breaking the bank. So when I started, I was thinking, do people can you save money without breaking the bank? Because realistically, people don't save money in the bank because bank and Agbero on the street. I don't even know the difference because bank takes a lot of charges, right? So um, just so what guides you when you're writing your city is um, maybe it's because I am more of the I'm not I'm not viewing it from a customer. I'm looking at it from a different point of view that I'm trying to see how I can ensure that this city is compelling so you get the lessons out of it. So maybe if another person just randomly see it, it might look interesting, but it looks interesting. It looks good, but I'm thinking realistically, do people save money in bank? Can you save money in the bank? Can you save money without breaking the bank? Because banks are, if you work in the bank, yeah, I'm sorry, but banks here, they are the new thieves. So bank, they take money anyhow. But if I'm removing the logical aspect of it, yes, it looks good. Save money without breaking the bank. Download the app now to enjoy bonuses on every saving. Sounds fantastic. So if I remove the save money without the save, if I remove the first line and I'm saying download the app now to enjoy bonuses on every saving, it looks good. Fantastic. Mwah. So even the first line, is good, but I'm just looking at it that people can you save money without breaking the bank in this Nigeria? I don't know, but it looks good. Well done. So this squid, is this squid or squad thing? I was asking too, but I don't know what it is. I've been seeing squad. Which squad do I belong to? Did you which put me in squad? So, please put me in squad. I want to be a part of your squad. So if you are sharing money, I'll be there. Anyway, money them the come, I will be there still. Right. So thank you so much for being attentive throughout the class. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to learn this. I hope that you have the courage. In fact, I don't even pray, better have the courage to take a step and everything you're learning, put it out somewhere and build a portfolio for yourself or apply everything you're learning here to ensure that you're making progress. Because, like I always say, clarity is not going to come and find you where you are. You're going to find clarity on the road, right? Okay, so Tope says, love squad for your learners. Okay, I'm a learner too. You people have also teach me this. I want to be in your. I want to be learning too. Me too. Hamelena. Hamelena. What do you think I am? Who do you think I am? Hamelena. Okay, so um, before I go, I see one comment. What is your question, Juliet? What question did you ask that I did not answer? How do I create a CTA for an email? Like how? Please, how do I create CTA? Huh? How do I create CTA on email? Like how to build it from scratch? I already spoke about this before. I already said this before, and what I said is that call to actions are unique to what your goal is. What do you want to like? If you're a storyteller, like if you're what's the word now? There's a template on what a great CTA looks like, and that's the CTA has to be clear, it has to be compelling, it has to be benefit driven. So, whatever your goal is, whatever message your email is trying to pass across, your CTA has to be clear, it has to be compelling, and it has to be benefit driven, right? So, an example of if you're building an email from the scratch, like what content creator do or influencers is um, you tell me about how I should sign up to your emailing list to get exclusive deals on um, makeup or beauty, maybe let's imagine that it's a beauty influencer, that's a great way to build an email list because I'm going to get something. There's a benefit attached to it. And so I go click on the link and then you have my email already. That is how to build it from scratch. So your CTA first, I shared a funnel. If you were here in a class, you would have seen that. So you can, I'm sure the slides will be shared with you, so you could, use that. So there's an email funnel. You have email marketing funnel where from the beginning you do lead magnets, and this lead magnet that I just said to you now, how you use something to sort of attract people, right? And then there's a step-to-step guide. So the CTA is directly based on the message you're trying to pass across because there are different CTAs. There's sales CTAs, there's retention, there's conversion. They are different depending on what you want to achieve. Right. So um, okay, I will come to should I come to squad one? Squad one or squad four? I'll think about it. My next class, let me tell you now. Squad one or squad four? You no squad five. It's just squad one, two, no squad three. Because me, I don't like being the first, but squad four. Four is not my favorite color. My favorite number. So what do I do? What do I do? Right, I'll tell you which squad I choose next class. So squad one people are very, very persuasive. People are doing very well. But yeah, thank you so much for taking your time to be a part of this. I will see you definitely in the next class, which should be on Friday. So get yourself ready. All you CTA people, well done. You guys did so well. I'm so proud of everybody. Remember that whatever it is you're doing now doesn't define you. You're going to get better at everything you do, but you need to take steps to get better. You're not going to get better in your head. So keep writing, keep writing, keep writing, keep putting yourself out there. Use social media as your dump guy, like posts. Nobody's stopping you. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful night and be safe. Don't do drugs. No! Stay safe, guys. Good night.